Hi, I'm Marilyn Sanclementi of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. I'm back from vacation and ready to show you some new ideas with some of the new things on the catalog that is going live on Wednesday. I'm going to get my camera set up and then we will get started. Welcome to my creative playground. Thursday night is my next Fun Folds night. And I put this card together using the Unbounded Love designer paper, which is one of the new designer papers and one of the new stamp sets. And I really like the way this folds out. It folds out and it folds back in. And I love the little flowers on here as well. I just think that this is a really pretty, pretty card. And my second card is this card. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I want to say a channel card, but I don't know if that's right or not. But I use the lovely lavender, and I love the lavender bundle. And the bundle is staying, and the paper is staying. So I've used that paper and the bundle, and that's my second card. So tonight, I have this really cool card. This was part of an event that I went to a couple of weeks ago. So I was on vacation last week. I went to Charleston, South Carolina with my sister, and we had a really good time. And I actually needed that. I really needed that break. So, but my downline Jeannie had an event a couple of weeks ago, and she used the zinnia paper, the new zinnia paper in the zinnia stamp set. And this was one of the cards that we made. And I just thought this is a really cool fun fold. And it shows off the designer paper, but it also shows off the set. So I prepped a card, and I'm using the Unbounded Love, which is the set that I've used here for this card as well. And so let's make one of these cards. Okay, so this card doesn't have a regular card that folds out. So the base is just a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of cardstock. And then this piece is 6 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then this piece is 6 1/2 by, I believe it's 4 1/4. Is that right? Yes, 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. So you score it at 3 1/4, and then it folds over like so. So this is the new Petunia Pop, and it's a pink that is a shade lighter than the Berry Burst, which you can see in here, and it's darker than the Pretty in Pink, which is the new pink that's come back, which I love. It was always one of my favorite colors. So I'm really psyched that it's back. So I am adding an extra layer to this one. This one does not have a layer between the designer paper and the card base, and I am doing that here. So I'm changing the dimensions on this. I'm going down 1/4 inch. So I have a piece of Petal Pop that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches that I am adding to that. And so this one, I went down 1/4 inch. So this is 5 1/2. Okay, and then I have scored this at 1 3/4 because I have cut the margin down on this, so I don't want it to be 2 inches because it's going to come over too far. This one is scored at 2 inches, and so it comes over a little bit. Well, it comes to the center of the card. So this one I also want to come to the center of the card, so I've scored it at 1 3/4 since it's smaller. So this is going to go on here. Isn't that pretty paper? I love that. So this is a combination of Berry Burst, the new Petal Pop, and the new Pretty in Pink. And I just think that that's beautiful. And I love the backgrounds on this paper too. There's a lot of this kind of cloud type background, which is really pretty as well. Here is my fold. This is the 6 1/2. This is the 6.5 by 4.25, so it's scored at 3 1/4. This, I'm going to set that aside for a moment, and I have another piece of Petal Pop, and this one is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I have a piece of white that is 2 5/8 by 3 5/8, and that's going to go on here. So that's going to make a really pretty frame for this. So let's put that together. Okay, and then this will go on here, like so. And my tape is at the very end here. I do have a new roll. Okay. And then this will go on here, like so. So we're going to lift that up, and we're going to put tape along the back here. So I have my seal. And I want to line that up so there's an even frame here along with that. And so it's going to look like this. And now we're going to decorate it. So I have these pretty flowers that I've stamped, and this is the Unbounded Love, or Flowers of Beauty. And this is a 2-step stamp. So I've got some of these that I've stamped, and I've stamped in the Peach Pie, and I have stamped in the Pretty in Pink. And then from the Peach Pie, I have cut a couple of sprigs, and I have also cut one from Pretty in Pink. And then this one is, I'm not sure what that one is. That's Pretty in Pink. Oh, this is the Peach Pie. Or is that the Peach Pie? That's the Peach Pie. I'm not sure what this one is. This one actually looks like it could be Blushing Bride, but we don't have that color anymore, so I'm not sure. And then I also have these, and there are flower pieces to attach to the front of that. So there's all these little flowers here that I've stamped and cut, and I have stamped those again with the Peach Pie and the Petunia Pop. So let's put this together. And I actually think, let's see, this is actually a little bit too long. So we could use that and then put this on the front, but I'm not sure. Let's just, Oh, this is Petal Pink. That's why. This is Petal Pink. That's Peach Pie. And this is Pretty in Pink. So, sorry, that's not Blushing Bride. Okay, so if we put this on here, and then put this on here, okay, I'm going to trim this a little bit. Hey, Rose, you're watching from your phone. So you made it back okay. Good to see you. Okay, so all I'm doing is just putting a little bit of glue, just some dribbles of glue here and there on this. And I did cut that down a little bit because it is long. Okay, and then I'm going to put some glue on this one. So this one is stamped. And you'll see that there are stems on this plant to put the flowers. And I'm not sure what this, I think this is kind of a, I would say that this is a gladiola. These little blooms that we have here. So, and then these are the larger flowers that are part of the set. Okay, so I would say that this is definitely a gladiola, because these would go like this. So this would fold over like this. And then on this piece, we could put this, and then we could put these guys if we wanted to. Or we can just put these along here if we wanted to. That's growing on me. I like the paper, and you just need to play with the set a little bit to figure some, kind of figure out how to use it, how to line things up and all that. So I'm going to put this one in here, and let's put this one here with that. Now this set, The Unbounded Love, is actually this is a very large suite. It is 2 sets of paper. So it's this printed paper. There's also a set of glitter paper that goes with it, or glimmer paper, depending upon how you say it. And there is this set that has all the flowers and then the dies to cut the flowers. So there's a lot of dies in this set. And as you can tell, I've been cutting quite a bit. So I've got a lot of pieces in my bag there. And this is the second piece that goes with this. And this is all the messages. And then there's all these gorgeous dies that cut circles. They cut circles, they cut ovals, but they're fancy. They're fancy labels. So just really pretty labels and things. I love the hope, love, faith, and peace. You're a true blessing. Celebrate, hello. You are loved, friend. Have a blessed day with sympathy. May all your wishes come true. I like that. Let's use that one. Let's do may all your wishes come true. Now that means I have to find it. So I want to stamp may all your wishes come true on the inside here. So I want to make sure that I have it going the right way. Okay. And I have the yellow ink. Oops. Okay, I do have that lined up correctly. Okay, may all your wishes come true. I'm going to make a cheat sheet, I haven't done it yet, of each of these tags and how they work. Because there's some different things in here that you can use. So I'm going to do this with the happy birthday. So I have my little baby boss machine here. And yep, that's wide enough. Okay, so this machine holds paper up to 3.5 inches. So it's perfect for things like this. Let's do it like that. So the trick to this is to line these up in a staggered fashion. See it? And then that catches. And then it will go through. The other thing is to use a, what are those? The vinyl glue pad underneath this. And that really helps too. It keeps it from moving around too much. So I have my Berry Burst, my favorite color. There we go. And we'll stamp happy birthday on here. Now let's put this on the front. My mind is gone. Okay. Hey, Steph. So my next class is Thursday night. So there is our birthday card. And I used the card, you would remember this, Stephanie. Remember this card from Jeannie's event? So I really liked the idea of folding the designer paper over so that you're making use of both sides of it. So I made this with the Unbounded Love. And that set will be available on Wednesday. Oops, and I forgot to put pieces on. These are on back order already. These are the new In Color resin dots, and they're on back order. If you are participating in my designer paper share, last day to sign up is tomorrow, and I will be sending out, I was going to send these out, but these are on back order, so I need to choose another package of embellishments, but I will send a package of embellishments for those who do both the paper share and the ribbon share. So, okay, so I love this. It's called Citrus Blooms, and this is one of the new sets that's coming out. It's actually the name of the suite is Mediterranean Blooms, and it has very bright and vivid paper. So, and it is oranges and lemons. So this is really pretty. And the oranges, the dies for the set cut out the oranges. And then here's this lemon. And then this is the back. The back is all blue, this blue tile, almost Moroccan. Looks like a Moroccan tile. There's the lemons. That's the back. More oranges. And then here's oranges and lemons mixed together. That's a very large one, large tile. And then I really like this one. I think that's my favorite piece. But so that's the paper, and this will be available on Wednesday. It's called Mediterranean Blooms. So I made a couple cards with this today that I wanted to show you. These are the dies for this set. This set is very, very detailed. It can cut out kind of this almost forest type die around, so you can use that as a frame. It's got this frame, and then it has these leaves that you can cut. And then these are these little flowers here that are on the oranges and lemons. And then this cuts out this pattern, and this one cuts out this pattern that has the 3 lemons or oranges. The 3 pieces, I should say, 3 pieces of fruit versus this one has 1 piece of fruit. And these are those little blooms. And then there's some different words and things, and then there are more leaves that you can cut out, individual leaves that you can cut out instead of that large grouping of leaves. So there's a lot of dies with this, and there's a lot that you can do with this set. So this is what all the dies look like. This is the die that cuts out kind of that frame of leaves. These are the individual leaves. This is the single piece of fruit. This is the triple. This is the large grouping of leaves, and then I tried to fit everything else in between. And then this is the second frame as well. So, okay, so I was going to do that same card that I just did a few minutes ago. And here's all the pieces for it. I've got too much stuff here. Okay, so I have a piece of old olive that is 5.5 by 4 1/4. I have a piece of Daffodil Delight that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to put that on here. And then we're going to take this, and this is going to go on here, and it will fold over. So I'm going to score that at 1 3/4. There we go. So we get to see that pretty blue design as well as the, and then this will go on here. Okay. And then this will fold over like this. And where's my bone folder? There's my bone folder. Okay. And then this is the piece that we're going to fold. It's 6.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to score this at 3 1/4, which is half of 6.5. Okay, and then okay, so this piece will go in here. Oops, like this. Okay, so for this, I have the Daffodil Delight that I can use as my mat. And should I use the yellow, the Lemon Lolly, or should I use this piece on the front? I'm actually thinking the Lemon Lolly would be pretty. Yeah. Or should I use this? Or maybe what I should do is pull a piece of that. I'm going to do the white. Let's do this. Let's color this one. So I have a couple different shades of yellow. I have Daffodil Delight and I have Lemon Lolly. And then I have Old Olive, dark Old Olive, and I need light Old Olive. Yep. Okay. So let's color this. So there is our lemon. And let's put that here. Oops, and there's that hair again. That's weird. It's kind of stuck to the back of it. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on this. Can you tell this was a scrap of cardstock that I tried to run through my printer and it didn't come out right? So that's the back side. But the front side of the cardstock is fine. Oop. Okay, whoops, upside down. No, that's not upside down. This is upside down. Okay, there we go, like that. I've got the message, hello. I could put down here. Oh my gosh, this blue is hard to open. we go. And let's color those. Let's use the peach again since, oops, wrong one. There we go. Since we made a lemon, let's use peach for the flowers. So the flowers have a different shading. Put one up here. One up there. And let's put one over here. So there is our third variation of that card. And here's the first two. Oops. There's the original one with the zinnias. Here's the one that I did with the Unbounded Love. And then here's the one that I did with the Mediterranean Blooms. So, and as I mentioned, I've been playing with this paper today. So I have a couple of other little cards that I made. And so I did this with the lemons. I used up the rest of my yellow ribbon, my lemon lolly ribbon, and that's not coming back. So that's the last piece I have. I did not do anything on the inside. I'm sorry, Rose. I ran out of time. I did run out of time on that. But I did this. Isn't that pretty? I did that with the oranges. So I embossed the oranges in gold, and then I colored over that with the blends, and then colored these little blooms there. And I have just checking in, and then you're the best kind of person. And then I put a scrap down here. And then this one, I used the oranges, but I used the oranges that were cut out of the paper. And I put some blooms in here. And then I used the yellow ribbon. So this was my last piece of the yellow ribbon. These two pieces were my last of that. And then to do this, I used this new set. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. It is Leaf Collection. And what I did was I used some daubers, and I used Old Olive and Garden Green. And I used some daubers. I spritzed this with water, and then I dabbed on the Garden Green and the Old Olive, and I kind of did a collage of the two colors together, and then placed them on here, and then used my brayer to go over it to get an even picture. So these are 3 cards that I made today using the Mediterranean Blooms. So actually I have 4 cards now with that. So, okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay. Thanks so much, and have a great rest of the week. Take care.